everyone, this is Brady. In today's video, we are going to go over how to set up a new station in LabWizard. If you have not watched the previous video on setting up a new process, then I encourage you to watch that video before continuing with this one. We will need to get to the setup screen. Once here, we need to select the process we'll be adding our station to. If this process already contains at least one station, then you'll need to click on a station to activate the station options menu. If there are no stations in the process yet, then the menu will be activated already. So we will select Add Station to Selected Process. We will need to at least enter a station name. The name should be something that makes sense for this station. It may be a name that matches a tech data sheet for this station, or it may be something more generic. For this video, we will be creating an Electrolysis nickel station. Note that you will not be able to change the name later. Everything else in this window can be updated in the future. The station number is only used for operators to help identify the station. It does not actually need to be a number. Letters are acceptable here. The unit describing station size will probably be gallons or liters for most facilities, but any unit can be used here. We'll use gallons for now. The station size is the number associated with the unit we just entered. We will say this station is 55 gallons. The trigger station makeup by option is to tell LabWizard if it should look at product throughput, time, or both for when to issue makeups. If none is selected, then there will not be an option for issuing a makeup for this station. Again, this can be changed later. Once you select an option, then the appropriate box will appear for entering the value for when to trigger the makeup. If we're using the product throughput to issue makeups, then you will need to be tracking the product throughput for this process, and the unit for this value will be what you entered for this process. For this video, we will trigger makeups by time. The number of hours will be based off the work schedule for this process. This process happens to be scheduled to run Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. So if we want this station to have a makeup issued once a week, then we will need to set the time to 50 hours, because that is the number of work hours for this process each week. If we want to be able to issue a makeup, but maybe that is only in the event of contamination, we can set the trigger to time and set the hours to INF for infinite. This will leave the option available to users, but it will never be marked as overdue. It is common for Electrolysis nickel stations to have makeups issued by metal turnover instead of time, so we will leave this as INF for now. If the Automate Add Printout option is checked, then anytime a component would trigger an add for the station, then it will be printed out. If you want to skip adding a certain component sometimes, then this option should be left unchecked. If the Analyze After Makeup option is checked, then anytime a makeup is issued, then LabWizard will set any component analysis triggers to do now. This is useful if you always want the station to be analyzed before any product is run through the station. As indicated, the operating temperature is only for including the station report. This number will not be used anywhere else in LabWizard. There's also a space for including add instructions specific to the station. By default, these do not print to the add sheets, but they can be added in the printing menu. By clicking on where it says Add Instructions, you can switch to Makeup Instructions. Like the Add Instructions, these do not print to the makeup sheets by default, but can be added in the printing menu. Common option to include here might be to partially fill the station with water before adding other components. Once we are done updating everything in this window, we need to make sure to click OK to save the changes. If we then select Modify Attributes of selected station, we will get all of the same options, but now there will be a space for Station Makeup Order. This will include all of the components in this station. Any component that does not have an amount for makeup and makeup unit listed will be grayed out and will not print on a makeup sheet. All other components will be printed in the order they are listed here. To change the order they are listed, simply click and drag the component to the order you prefer. Once we are done, we will go to File, then Save and Exit to make sure everything gets saved. Now we will see our new station listed when we highlight our process. And we can select the Show Station Numbers checkbox to display the station number next to the station name. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.